With this gentleman?
Judge, if you don't mind 1 second. So, Mr. Chanel Robinson, we were here earlier this week, and I was just appointed. There was a lot of jurisdictions involved in this case. So, he is on a fugitive. Well, he's on a fugitive bond out of Virginia, Chesterfield, Virginia.
Oh, that's. I remember now. That's right. Yep.
Here's the homework that I've done. So, I contacted the sheriff that put out the warrant for his arrest. And so
from North Carolina?
No, Virginia. So
right. The original warrant's from Virginia.
Yes, original warrant that caused all this stuff is from Virginia. So I talked to the sheriff. Sheriff says, hey, we don't have any info. Or I can't give you info. Talk to the district clerk. I talked to the district clerk. Hey, when's his case setting? Does he have a bond amount? Is it at 0? What's his case number? There is no case. It's not in the system. We don't have anything in the system. The best we can tell you is call the detective. Okay, so I called the detective.
It's like a fishing expedition.
Yeah.
Man.
So I called the detective. Hey, what's going on here? What's the case number? Is there a chance he could post bond out there? How does it work? Well, my understanding is it's kind of like a 2B warrant where he's not in the system yet, but they want him. So at that point, he needs to touch Virginia. So he was in this situation where he had this fugitive warrant in North Carolina. Okay. Now in North Carolina, they hit him with the case, and they also hit him with the fugitive warrant out of Virginia. Now that case, not the fugitive case, but the original case was dismissed because he was arrested before committing a crime. And so they dismissed that.
Wait. What was dismissed?
So
the North Carolina one?
North Carolina. He had 2 cases out of North Carolina. One is a charge for felony conspiracy. That was dismissed because he was arrested before committing a crime here. I don't know how they put a case on him if he didn't commit a crime there.
Well, that's why it was dismissed. I mean, it looked like they wanted to hit him with a conspiracy, but they arrested him prematurely.
I guess so. And so that one was wiped out. So then the only thing left.
Pause right here. This is where things start smelling funny. A felony conspiracy case that gets dismissed because the defendant was arrested before committing the crime? That's not a technicality. That's a structural failure. In most jurisdictions, conspiracy still requires an overt act. No act, no case. So ask yourself, was this bad police work or an overzealous stop that spiraled into a legal mess?
Is the fugitive case from Virginia. Okay, so he's got to answer. So he posted a bond out there. And so he's got until he hasn't absconded over there technically because his hearing is not until
August 14th.
August 14th is when he's supposed to show proof. So he hasn't gone to Virginia yet, but he had until August 14th to do so. And so my argument is he hasn't violated anything in Virginia yet. He is not absconding from Virginia. There is no case in Virginia yet. How they had this fugitive warrant, I have no idea, but I would argue that
the warrant doesn't go away, Ricardo. Just because you post a bond in North Carolina, that gets you out. Okay. But the original warrant from Virginia always remains active, and it will always remain active until you go to Virginia. So if, hypothetically speaking, I were to give you $1 bond now and let you out, you would still have the Virginia warrant. And that warrant will be a balloon or an umbrella over your head, a dark cloud, until you go turn yourself in. The problem is that you got picked up here before going to Virginia. Your first thinking when you got out in North Carolina should have been, you know what? I better go to Virginia before I get busted somehow, some way, somewhere else. But instead, you made the decision to come to Houston. That's what you did. And unfortunately, you got busted. Therein lies the rub. So why am I supposed to feel sympathy for that?
Well, because the only argument is he had until the 14th. He did mess up, didn't go directly there. Yes.
And he did theoretically do something because they filed a conspiracy case on him in North Carolina. It's just that whoever the officer was premature. So he muffed up the case.
I'm assuming what happened in North Carolina. What's the original charge in Virginia? Is it conspiracy as well?
Robbery, threat, and robbery, threat, conspiracy.
Conspiracy. There you go again.
Another robbery case.
Another one. But who's to say he hasn't even presented himself? They want him to go turn himself in. Once he presents himself, he will. What's to say they're not going to dismiss it like they did over there? I mean, he's got the opportunity to go and handle it.
How much was the bond that he posted in North Carolina?
I'm just supervising, Judge. I'm going to let Amy.
I know. Amy. Hashem. How much was the bond that he posted in North Carolina? I would be interested. And does North Carolina know that we picked them up?
They do now.
Have they revoked that bond? Or are they going to?
No, I mean, that part, Ricardo, is correct. If he had until 8/14, but the issue is, and this is not here nor there, is whatever probable cause the officer had for a traffic infraction or whatever it was that got the probable cause to run the warrant, that could be used to revoke. Now, I'm not saying they will, but I'm saying it wasn't a vacuum. It's not like he walked in the middle of a street, committed no infractions, and an officer just randomly looked at his face and said, I know all the information by heart. So he committed some other infraction for the officer had probable cause to run him to get the warrant in the first place.
So, Judge, as far as North Carolina is concerned, I got in contact with the PD that handled or who's responsible for his case out there, Mr. Seth Bullard. Now, he let me know what happened out there. He's got until the 14th to turn himself in. I let him know that he's currently in custody here, and if he doesn't get out, he's likely not going to be over there. So he understands that nothing has touched North Carolina based on his arrest here yet because he had until the 14th to resolve that.
It is worth noting that it's about roughly 3 some odd hours from Virginia to North Carolina. It's about 21 hours to get from Virginia to Texas.
And again, this 20-year-old should have just gone directly to Virginia, but on playing the devil's advocate and advocating for my client, you know, he had until the 14th. Okay.
If history is any indication, we give him a bond. Where's he going to go now?
Well, hopefully he goes directly
Mexico?
to Virginia. No, hopefully he goes directly to Virginia, and we're not here in this position anymore. He goes to Virginia, touches there, and handles his business because this is the second time he's been picked up on this Virginia issue.
You know what they say about assumptions, right? What should I do, Mr. Robinson?
He hasn't messed up in your court yet, Judge. And technically he hasn't messed up in North Carolina yet either.
What's your position? Amy?
Judge would be asking for no bond. He has also been arrested in California, not on the fugitive warrants, for burglary and conspiracy to commit.
Really?
Yes, Judge.
When was that?
I think 2023. Let me double check.
And what's up with that?
Well, Jay called California. They said that they dismissed it because they could not use because of the.
No, it wasn't that it was dismissed. They ended up getting rejected because they had all the other
Identity?
elements, but the ID on the security camera at this point was too grainy. They don't have an independent witness yet. So if they get an independent witness, then there likely will be a 2B warrant from California.
So if I may, all I heard is that it was rejected. Therefore, there's no case over there it's like North Carolina, dismissed before a crime was committed. Second time. Who's to say this isn't going to happen in Virginia as well?
Just to confirm, Judge, it was December of 2023.
They don't want me to set him a bond.
Well, Judge, I mean, that's why we pay big bucks, you know.
And Skittles.
He hasn't messed up, Judge. He hasn't messed up. They're throwing California out there, dismissed.
Mess up was coming to Houston.
Yeah, I get it. He should have gone directly, but now he knows.
How do I know where are you going to go now, Mr. Robinson?
I'm in Virginia, sir.
Sure. You told that to them in North Carolina.
No, sir. They just said I had to report to court on the 14th. I didn't know I had to go there.
He keeps throwing that out at me. 8/14. That was in his mind.
I thought I had to go to court 8/14. I didn't know I had to report directly to Virginia. I would have went. My mother, when I would have went. She would have made sure I went.
I've spoken with the mother. The mother's concerned about the bond as well. Everybody understands what's
Oh, Mom knows about this.
Mom knows about this. Yes. And
Where's
that's how I
Mom
got. Mom's here in town, but I've been speaking with her over the phone. She's the one that's on the hook for the bond in North Carolina. So he needs to go to Virginia.
What's Mom's phone number? I'm going to call her.
You're going to call her?
Damn right I'm going to call her. I want her to know. Because
Oh, okay.
if I give a bond, I want her to know that,
You know her number?
This
Hey,
is
there too.
apropos, but there's two issues. One is whether he can effectively go back not only to Virginia, the warrant for North Carolina, because obviously it takes care of the 814 in North Carolina when he goes back to Virginia. But he has two different one's a court date and one's a warrant. But the second part is now he or his mom or somebody is going to effectively be paid for 3 bonds because he's already bonded out in North Carolina. He gets one here. He still has to get a bond in Virginia.
Correct.
And that number's not going to be low here.
Just to be clear, there is no warrant out of North Carolina.
No, I'm saying he already paid the bond. I'm saying
Yes.
a bond was paid, so money's already down.
Yeah.
Second here in Virginia.
Yeah,
That's
That's an opportunity for him to make it right. I'm fighting for the
I
opportunity.
want to talk to
for him
Mom.
do that. Let me see when I talk to this number. Yeah, that's the number.
And what's her name?
Davida Robinson.
Davida.
Hello,
Is this Miss Davida?
this is she.
Hi, my name is David Fleischer. I'm a judge here in Harris County. And you have a Treynald Robinson Ramirez.
That's correct.
Who is that?
That is my son.
You know, I've got him in front of me now. I've got his defense lawyer with me right now. I've also got the state of Texas, the prosecutors with me. And what we're doing is we're debating whether to give him a bond because he's wanted out of Virginia for, what is it, guys?
Robbery threat and robbery threat.
So for a couple robbery cases.
Yes, sir.
And were you the one that posted the bond in the North Carolina case?
Yes, I was.
How much?
North Carolina, Virginia,
Yeah. How much was the bond in North Carolina?
20,000.
Do you realize what happens if he takes off?
That's why I've been trying to get him out of there because he has to be in court on the 2nd.
Listen carefully to the prosecutor's tone. Another robbery case, another one. This is the pivot point. The state isn't arguing innocence or guilt anymore. They're arguing pattern. Multiple states, similar allegations, repeated dismissals. To a judge, that doesn't sound like bad luck. It sounds like someone skating the edge of accountability. And that's when bond decisions get very uncomfortable.
On the 2nd,
Yes, sir.
we've been hearing here that he's got to be in the court on the 14th.
He is due in court on the 2nd of this month,
Oh, Lord.
tomorrow. I've been telling his attorney, well, I told his attorney when he called me that yesterday, the 14th is for Virginia.
No. We're talking about Virginia. When is he due back in? Or no. So North Carolina has given him until the 14th to turn himself in. Am
I'm
I?
going out of North Carolina so he can come back and before the judge on the 2nd. And I have that paperwork for the judge that he has to appear in court on the 2nd of August.
Mine at 8:14. On the
Tomorrow.
It's still pending.
What paperwork do you have, man?
His release paper.
There is no.
The only other thing I can think of is if the bond
It
has
wasn't
a
first.
different date than the court.
It wasn't first.
Yeah. I mean,
I did bring the paperwork down there to the 700 San Jacinto.
She don't know they dropped it yet.
Show them everything that I did have. And they did see that he has to appear in court. That's how I ended up they gave me the attorney name that was handling his case at the time. And I just been trying to reach out to someone so he can be appearing in court for tomorrow.
okay.
So a couple things. There is no court date in Virginia. There is supposedly something happened out there where the mother told me they contacted somebody in Virginia. There was a court date. They dropped it. And so I wanted that info so I could contact that person and make it happen again here. We don't have that from the mother. So that's why I talked to the detective. Hey, does he have a court date? Does he turn himself in? What's his bond amount? Is he at 0 bond? It's like a 2B warrant out there. I have the number to the sheriff. We can call the sheriff too, if you'd like. And you could confirm what he told me yesterday.
Maybe we should get a hold of that paperwork before we do anything.
If it is Virginia, the other thing I can think of there is if they had a walk-through date, because he can still have a warrant out, but the courts could have a date that he was supposed to turn himself in.
Oh, that's right. They do that a lot of times too. You know, they do sometimes where Day and I have seen that they will have an additional date for you to be there by.
Yes, sir.
We're talking about Virginia?
Virginia, yeah.
No, Thursday. I was with the district clerk for like an hour looking up all his identifiers. I threw up all his identifiers, everything. There was no court setting.
That says that he has to appear in the courthouse for Chesterfield, Virginia, 7/14/24.
How are you planning on, are you going to take him down there?
I was, but they would. I mean, that's why I've been trying to get him released from Harris County, but they won't release him.
Well, that's what we're deciding on right now, ma'am. Because
Yes.
I'm the judge and I'm the one that's going to set the bond if we set a bond. And the only thing I'm concerned is having some kind of assurance that he's going to get down there. Because the problem is that you've already ponied up $20,000 from North Carolina, right? If he doesn't show up, they're going to revoke that bond. You lose all that money.
That's why I've been trying to get someone to let them know that y'all holding him. And that when I went down there, they said that he signed a waiver to sit in Harris County.
How are you going to be able to get him down there?
It was going to be by airplane, but
Don't do that. No, he's got a warrant out for his arrest. You try to get him on an airplane, they're going to arrest him. You're going to have to drive him down there.
there's no way you can drive it. I mean, he won't be out of custody until tomorrow. He'll miss the court date.
If we
Okay,
set him a bond now, he could, potentially be released within the next 6 hours. You could drive all night and get him down there. So it is possible. You're just a lot of things have to work and play, and you're gonna have to immediately drive him down there, though.
But you wouldn't be able to go to court because if it's 20, 21 some odd hours, even if she drives without brakes or gas or food, is by that time the court's gonna be shut down. So yes,
I don't gotta-
he surrender himself to.
Judge, if we may, I don't think she's correct in saying August 2nd. He's got until the 14th. There's no paperwork.
He has to the 14th in North Carolina.
He hasn't shown anything from Virginia saying he needs to be over there. I've asked for the Virginia.
Hey,
No
ma'am,
Virginia paperwork.
let's do this. Can you send Ricardo, the defense lawyer, a copy of the paperwork that you have saying the August 2nd date? Whatever you have saying August 2nd, can you send a copy of that to Ricardo? I'll give you his phone number. Take a picture of it and send and text it to him so we can take a look at it.
Yes, sir.
Can I give you a cell phone number?
Yes, let me grab a pen.
Okay.
Should already have it.
Okay, I'm ready, sir.
Ricardo, what's your number?
832.
I think I have your number.
What's my number? 832. Dude. I don't know my number.
Got my number.
I called her yesterday.
Me too.
Okay, if it's the same number, I have the number.
Yeah, same
Okay.
number as yesterday. What's my number?
Good times at the CJC, right?
Focus on-
Okay. Do you have his number? Can you go ahead and text a picture of it now?
Yes, sir.
And then we'll kind of just be in standby. And then I can call you back as soon as we get it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Just send it now and then we'll be waiting for it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you. For now.
Got it.
Judge, we could go straight to the horse's mouth with the detective from Virginia. I have his number.
But he wouldn't control what the courts do.
I got the number to the courts where they're going to tell you it's not in the system also.
Just give it a second, Ricardo. I mean, we've taken this much time anyways. Let's just see what she has.
Okay,
Really.
sounds good, Judge.
What's the harm? I mean, we're here anyways. It's 1:00.
Sounds good. Appreciate it, Judge.
It's Billy, you're on probation.
Yeah.
Carolina,
it was the other
but
courts
return there
that
on
wait for a while.
August the 2nd.
Okay, so I guess-
I thought there was 2 dates out of
Yeah,
it.
just for now, because we've got other stuff. So give us 5 minutes. Ricardo, as soon as you get it, just keep us in the loop.
We'll do
Judge,
that.
Mr. Ely is on the Zoom before we do court 12 for Miss Stacy Lynn.
Hello?
Ms. DeVita?
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is Judge Fleischer.
Yes, sir. paperwork?
We did.
Okay.
And the deal is this, is that it looks as if that they had charged him with a conspiracy case in North Carolina.
Okay, yes, sir.
That case was dismissed from what they're telling me. Let me see.
This is what Mr. Vita sent. It has both their cases. 704 is North Carolina. The room number is for the North Carolina setting. So 82 and 814 are what were both in plain North Carolina until 82 got dismissed. So the only thing in place 814.
The case from 8-2, according to the defense lawyer here, Ricardo, that case was dismissed. So
Okay.
you no longer have to worry about it.
Thank you.
The only case that's in play now is the Virginia case where Mr. Robinson has to make it up to Virginia by 8/14.
Okay, that won't be a problem.
Hold on a second.
He needs to show proof in North Carolina that he's handled Virginia by 8/14, but there really is no setting in Virginia yet. So ideally, he's going to go touch base with this sheriff or detective and let him know, hey,
Well, he has to go turn himself in. That's bottom line, right?
yeah, in Virginia.
So
yes.
what has to happen is he has to go turn himself in to Virginia by 8/14.
Show proof in North Carolina.
He has to show proof to us here in Harris County and to North Carolina. If he does that and proof is shown, both of those cases, the fugitive cases out of North Carolina and here in Houston, will be dismissed.
Okay,
Do you understand?
yes, sir.
I am going to set bond at the same amount as the other one. It's the only way that he's going to get it.
Here's the thing, though, Judge. My understanding is they didn't have to post 100% bond in North Carolina for some reason. I think it works differently out there. If you could inquire as to how much was actually posted, I don't think the full.
How much did you post of the $20,000 bond in North Carolina?
5,000.
That's too low for me. I'm not doing 5,000.
Okay.
I'm telling you that now because I number one, I don't trust Mr. Robinson, and I need to know that there's enough blood in the game that he's going to actually make it.
We got another one that I just bonded him out on the 75,000 one. I signed paperwork of that one as well.
What case is that one?
That's for the Virginia. His attorney has the $75,000 bond and the 20,000 I sent him yesterday.
If he posted that $75,000 bond, then this case should go bye-bye.
So, Judge, that's not for Virginia. She
We
posted.
had the lawyer has both of
North
those
Carolina.
bonds, 5,000 and 20,000.
Let me see.
So both of those cases are here.
Because I have to show him that I posted both bonds.
Both of you are speaking. I can't hear it. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. Tell me what you were going to say, ma'am, please.
I signed both paperwork for both bonds, the 75,000 and the 20,000 to his attorney yesterday by bill text.
Or not to post it to get out of North Carolina.
Judge, my client is telling me, and I don't have access to Virginia, but he's saying that they did post a bond in Virginia?
That's how I got out of North Carolina.
If you posted bond out of that jurisdiction, then our case should go away. But we need proof of that.
I brought the paperwork to the precinct. They told me I had to talk to the attorney.
If you
She has a paperwork.
She sent me the paperwork. That paperwork.
look at this, hey, come here. Look at this, Jay.
Out of North Carolina.
Look at this last page.
We call it bond sales, people Greens Point bills.
So he is out on 2 bonds as of now.
So,
Greens Point.
No, that last page, Dave, says that he posted a 75,000, but, and I don't know where that paperwork is from.
Judge, this is interesting what my client's telling me. Tell me what you just told me.
They dropped the warrant when I posted my bond in North Carolina. Virginia dropped the warrant, and I had to post that bond to get out of North Carolina because they was holding
Right,
me.
that's what we need, but Dane needs to be able to verify that. If he can verify that you posted bond in Virginia, then this thing goes away.
I posted bond from Greens Point Bills bond. I think they should have the paperwork.
I don't understand. This is still talking about the North Carolina, though. Were you trying, was this?
Does that not say that bond was posted in Virginia? Am I?
Yes, yes, they're both. Oh, you talking to the.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn it said
What
that.
he's telling me is that
Some
somehow
of the Virginia
posting the bond in North Carolina released the warrant in Virginia, because he's saying that they did post a bond in Virginia.
Which would be categorically, it
He
wouldn't
did.
happen, because if you posted a bond in Virginia,
You
then
can
North
call the
Carolina would
attorney.
be dismissed. You wouldn't get
My
a bond.
public
Case would
defender
go
in North
on,
Carolina.
just like it
I
would
did.
be
I thought this said.
What he said.
Because, I mean, theoretically, that case would go away too.
The Virginia one. would.
Right.
No,
No,
North
the
Carolina
North Carolina
one,
one.
if you posted bond in Virginia, the North Carolina case, you would get a
Ah, the
bond.
fugitive one. The
It would be
fugitive one.
dismissed, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been possible.
And that's where I was heading until he told me that.
Can you get that bond paperwork from
I
him?
do have it. When I looked
You
at
say,
it.
can I do what, sir?
No, I'm asking Ricardo if he has,
have
but
that.
I mean, regardless, I need,
Well, North
Then
Carolina.
would it be okay for me to ask the mom a few questions if she wants to talk to me?
would you mind talking to the state so that we can verify about the,
Well, it's regarding returning, but you know, if she doesn't want to talk to me, she doesn't have to, but if she wants to. Can she hear me from all the way over here?
can you hear,
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Hi, ma'am. My name is Dave Kim. I'm with the DA's office, and I'm one of the prosecutors on this case. I want to ask, your son got a bond from North Carolina back on July 14th. Were you there when he got the bond and was released?
You say was the bond what, sir?
When he got released from North Carolina, right? Like when he originally got out, were you there when he was released?
You saying was he supposed to leave?
Hold on a second.
he's coming closer. Hold on a second.
I'm a little closer. Ma'am, were you there when he was released from North Carolina on July 14th?
I was.
Okay, so it's been 2 weeks, ma'am. When you originally had him, what was the plan to go back to Virginia? Because it's about 3 hours away and he came to Texas about 20 some odd hours down. Was the plan to return him right after?
Right. I flew down there and we drove back home. I have a car to drive back down there for his new court date, which I thought, but they just told me it was dismissed. I also know about the case that's also inside of Virginia. I had to sign acknowledgement forms down there that I would make sure the trial would be in court. I signed that paperwork saying that I am liable for him to return to court.
Right, I'm with you there, ma'am. The part that I'm confused about is if he got out of North Carolina, why wasn't the plan just to drive up a few hours to take care of the Virginia one versus driving longer all the way down to Houston?
Why would you come to Houston in the first place?
Because they told me he didn't have to appear into Virginia
That's what I
until
was thinking too.
August.
Why go immediately when they give you a couple weeks, right? Why would you go turn yourself in? I wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They told me we had all the way until the 14th to be back in Virginia.
Day, who wants to go early? Right?
And this is Merkenberg.
Do you want to see if
I ended up having to post another bond because they wouldn't release him on the first one. That's how we even signed it. I didn't even know anything about Virginia until I posted the first bond. I had to remake an additional bond for the $75,000 bond for out of Virginia so he can be released.
I don't want to just set a bond now. You put up $20,000 for nothing. Do you want to roll it to tomorrow to see if
I don't think anything. I mean, I understand where she's coming from. It's not like I'm ignorant of the fact of if he's going to take it in and that wants to hire Virginia says he wants to live life. I'm not. That's a separate issue. The issue that I have right now is if they're spending the time from 7/14 when he's given bond until at least now, assuming that he didn't get arrested for another 2 weeks. My issue is that he's going to milk the next 14 days the same he did.
No, but I'm not going to do that.
Well, but my point is,
I'll set just a couple days. If I do it, I'm not doing another 2 weeks. Like if I do a bond, he goes back now. He's already been messing around for another 2 weeks. I'm not doing that. Right. But the fact remains that if he posted bond over there, then this should be dismissed anyways.
Right. And I think it could be the same thing that we have conversations like that where it would be a proposed bond amount and it's not on paper, or if it's on paper, it's not entered in. Oof. And so it could be that that's what they're proposing, but that doesn't mean it's been made. And so
you want to check to see if it's been made or no?
No, because at that point we would get a teletype releasing the hold. And so that's the issue.
Well,
If
that, no, that's true
our
too,
sheriff's
right.
office gets teletyped,
Well, no,
we would
that's right.
see the whole right
You
now.
would.
And so
So bond, no,
This is the quiet legal knockout punch. If Virginia had actually accepted a bond, the electronic hold would have vanished automatically. No paperwork drama, no debate. The system would have updated itself. The fact that it didn't tells the judge everything he needs to know. No bond was posted, the warrant is alive, and the clock just ran out on excuses. So now the only question left isn't if a bond gets set, it's
bottom line, I don't think bond's been made because you would get the teletype release in the hold. So, and you haven't gotten that.
I haven't got it.
So, right.
And well, even if I didn't get it, it has to update in the jail system because they can't. Again, if the hold is released, the jail would functionally have no way to hold him because they received the release hold. That's our central records. That's not even our fugitive liaison. That's just central records receiving it in the system. That's automatic.
All right. So
Yes, sir.
I guess, Day, I guess I'm going to set it.
Okay.
But, okay. Begs the question, how much? You know?
Well, actually, and part of the issue is, ma'am, how long would it take for you to come down to Houston and then?
She's here now.
Oh, she's in Houston now.
You're in here. She's in Houston now. Right. No, she said that she's going to put him on a flight to go there. Ma'am, do not put him on a plane.
Yes, sir. I understand that.
He's-
But you
he's-
said I don't have to be there tomorrow, so there's no need for me to try to rush and get him there. I was just saying if he had to be in court tomorrow.
Yeah.
But if I'm just taking him to Virginia, I can drive him. It
Okay.
just wasn't enough time, with the second being tomorrow. I was thinking to drive straight there, and he won't be released until 8 to 10 hours. That's just what I was thinking in my head.
Okay. So, Day.
But so I do have a question. So the $75,000 bond that I did post for him, that was the last one. That bond is not in effect for whatever this is going on.
We don't know because when someone posts a bond in another jurisdiction on a wanted case, that jurisdiction usually either emails or faxes a document to the DA's office here telling them, hey, this bond has been posted. You can go ahead and release the hold. That has not happened. So you said you posted 75,000. We don't know where and we don't know to what because Virginia has not sent anything to the DA's office here releasing the hold or to the sheriff's office releasing the hold.
Okay,
So that's why they're just not going to dismiss this fugitive case yet.
And also, we had one scenario, and I'm saying.
Is there any way I can get the bond office to do it? Because the bond is out of Houston that I bonded from, the bonding company.
If you want to wait till tomorrow, we can roll this to tomorrow so you can try to verify it if bond was posted and where. I'm happy to do that so you don't have to spend a bunch of more money. Or I can just post a bond now. You tell me how you want to do it.
I can go get the original paperwork if that's what y'all need me to do, because like I say, I did it out of Greenpoint bail bonding in Houston.
But Virginia has not released the hold.
So, ma'am, so sometimes, and this has happened to me once before for another case that I had, is it could be that the bonding company accepted it, but because of certain just administrative things that the court could have rejected the bond company and the bond because of
Yeah, that's a good point.
his status of out of state. We've had that happen before where someone went to the trouble to go to get a bonding company and pay it, but the court rejected it because they were already labeled as a fugitive. And so it's too much of a risk for them, for the court, not the bonding company. So
And I've been
what I'll do, ma'am, just so we don't go in circles, what I will do is I will call Virginia after docket today, and I will make sure to get something in writing from both the court and the sheriff's office there that they have not released the hold. But, and I say the second part because I cannot give out legal advice, is if and when your son returns to Virginia, is you need to go out of your way to contact North Carolina because bonding companies, they make a living and they're not going to go out of their way to return your money. So you need to contact all the places that you posted a bond for, and you need to be able to file the paperwork, okay?
Dang, Day, you're so nice.
Okay, well, I'll just wait and see what tomorrow.
And Judge, just to be clear, she does have the info for the public defender in North Carolina that's handling the bonds that were posted in North Carolina. That is a Mr. Seth, and I provided that number to her yesterday, I believe. So she's got a means to figure that out as well.
So we're going to roll this to tomorrow then.
Okay, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's regroup tomorrow. We'll see. You know, the idea is that your mom's posting all this money for you, man. So number one, I hope you appreciate it. Number two, we're going to roll it to make sure that she doesn't have to pony up a ton of more money, you know, because it's a lot of money. And, you know, I don't know if she's rich or not, but a lot of people just don't want to give up 20 grand just for, you know.
I mean, astronomical small chance that Virginia actually did release the hold in the last 48 some odd hours. And obviously this is all from moot and I'll dismiss the case today. So I'll find out after that.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for staying. Thanks for being
Thank you,
patient,
Amy.
guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Judge. Thanks
yeah.
again, guys.
Ricardo, thanks for being patient. You know,
No, it's all right. It's complicated.
We'll see, you know, if for some reason they did post bond in Virginia, I don't know. If they did, what would be interesting is really if the bonding company took the $75,000 and is just basically holding on to it and just not posting it for some reason.
They're telling me that they fixed the Virginia stuff by posting the bond out there. And
Something's not right somewhere.
as they're bringing my client out, we're reapproaching on Mr. Trinald Robinson from yesterday. So Day was going to do some homework, and I think he completed the task.
I did. I called Virginia, who confirmed that that warrant is still active and it wouldn't have been possible for him to make a bond because legally he can't make a bond until he comes to court. So the bonds that his mother was talking about had to have been in North Carolina, and the two numbers she gave, the 20,000 and 75,000, were for the previously dismissed conspiracy charge and then the second fugitive bond, which would retract. But they
Which is the North Carolina bond that he made.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
I would agree with that assessment. Everything that's been posted is from North Carolina. The 20 and the 75, if we're mixing up which one goes to which, those still deal with North Carolina, not the Virginia.
So where do we go from here?
So just with that, I mean, with previously, with the previous conversation of him coming out and then picking up the extra charges, I'd still be wary of, well, so I still wouldn't agree, but I understand the court wants to set a bond. And the other part of the conversation we really didn't get to is the feasibility of his mother being able to pay any sort of bond. But I mean, everything I'm going to ask for is going to be at least 5 digits just because of.
Yeah, and I wouldn't do anything less, just to be honest with you.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
so-
because I want to make sure that he gets there. And I'm not going to give you 2 weeks. You got to go now.
But just with the nature of it, with at this point, at least he's been returned. Restriction given by the court, I wouldn't agree, but I wouldn't be opposed to a $10,000 bond. So at least
I was thinking about that yesterday.
and so again, also obviously that's predicated on the fact that the mom can actually pay the bond. But if not, then he's just losing time if he withdraws this waiver. So.
And so I am going to advise my client as to how it can't go both ways if he withdraws the time frame and he has the bond.
Has he waived already?
No. Well, he's waived. He
He's
started
waived.
the clock.
Right.
He hasn't pulled.
Did he waive?
He waived to third. Hold on. I mean,
6th, I want to say.
you might be right. Hold on.
It's been a week.
Yeah, he's been, and so it's close. And so that's something we need to talk about to see if
If
you know,
it's just going to be another week and a half versus
versus
right,
doing all
an
this
extra
and putting up money and
$10,000.
So here's the deal. If you want to bond out, I will set your bond at $10,000, right? Here in Harris County, there's no 10%, there's no 20% on these types of bonds. You pay it all up front. And if you fail to go within the prescribed time that we set, I will revoke it, set it at 0. And I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Robinson, you will not get another one from us. So if you ever pick up another charge from another state and you try to make it over here and try to play games like that, you will sit in custody until the other jurisdiction comes and gets you. Do you understand? I don't play this game twice. It's yes or no. Do you understand? Okay.
What would your time frame be, Judge, for him to turn himself into Virginia?
I would at least a week. I got to give. You know.
Wait, for here to Virginia?
Yeah.
It's a 21 some odd hour drive, and obviously, you know,
I'm Day. I got to give at least some time. You know, I'm not going to do the 2 weeks because he already had a bunch of time over there, and then he's coming over here. So, but at least a week.
1 week from today.
So that's the problem is, you know, if typically we give the other jurisdiction 14 days to come get you, which would be a week from today. If they didn't come get you within the week, we release you here, right? And then you still have the time within the 14 up until August 14th to go turn yourself in. Whereas if your mom posts all that money now to get you out a week earlier, you're still going to have to make it up by the week.
Judge, if I could just confirm, what was his waiver date?
26, you're right.
26, and what's his reset date as of now?
August 9th, if he withdraws his waiver today.
If he withdraws.
Because if his mom can't pay the bond, because we still haven't answered the question whether his mom can't pay the.
Let's assume that he keeps the waiver.
She's ponied up all that money now, Dave. There's, of course,
If he keeps his waiver, then it's
Yeah.
going to be the 12th.
The 12th, August 12th. Okay, I'll
It's a
talk to my
restaurant weekend.
client about that. I'll talk to my client, see if.
just let us know. And, you know, I'll call mom as well. Do you need mom's number? You got
Have
it?
a real conversation.
And then let me know.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Judge Trinald Robinson.
Oh, that's right.
Spoke with Trinald, communicated with his mother. They're saying they're gonna make the bond. So can we
Yes,
remove
absolutely.
the
Wants to do it up? That's fine.
yeah?
But like I said,
We admonish him.
okay.
We just admonish him on so he's clear on everything.
Do you want me to bring mom on the phone to let her know that she has a week to get him there?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Jeez.
Let me do it when he gets out here. I'll call her again. I got it right here. I wrote it down.
Okay. Yeah.
What's
So she's certain about the obligations that are going on. Make
Okay.
sure y'all meet those.
Hello,
is this Miss Davila?
What's going
this
on?
is she. How you doing?
Hi, this is Judge Fleischer in Court 5.
How you doing, Judge?
Pretty good. So I'm sitting here with your son now.
Okay.
it- you want me to set a bond, is that correct?
You say you want say it again, sir? I'm sorry.
You would like me to set a bond for you, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will, excuse me, I'm going to set the bond at $10,000.
Okay. Thank you so much.
I want you to understand that we are giving you a week to get your son to turn himself in to Virginia.
Okay.
If he fails to turn himself in, then I'm going to revoke the bond. I will set it at 0. You're going to lose all that money. So please be careful and make sure that he gets there on time. Don't dilly-dally. If he gets arrested in another jurisdiction somehow for some reason, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to revoke the bond.
Okay.
So you need to be very careful. Grab a hold of your son because you have a lot of money in play.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
The other thing I'm going to advise you is do not get on a plane.
Yes, sir.
If you go anywhere where they're going to ask for his identification, they're going to put him in jail because this warrant for Virginia is still out there and it's still active.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir. I'm just gonna go ahead and post the bond now.
Do you have any questions?
When is his deadline to show the court proof that he's turned himself into Virginia? When is the reset date? When is the deadline?
Today is the 2nd, so it will be by the 9th.
Wait, we said date on 9th?
Oh, you want me to put it for the 12th then?
I didn't know how you had it, because I can verify the morning of, because if he's there, it's going to be
No,
irrelevant.
You verify on the 9th. He's supposed to be in. We're giving him a week.
So I'll reset to the 9th and then
You
I'll.
know, ma'am, bless you. The only other thing I'm going to advise you is do not wait until 2 days before to try to make it up there. I don't care what happens. You know, Murphy's Law, if, you know, something for some reason gets in your way that you can't take him up there, it does not matter. So I would the day he gets out, the next day I would head on up to Virginia.
Okay. Yes, sir.
August 9th is his deadline.
August 9th is the deadline. Yeah.
That's his reset date here in the court, and I need to present by that
If
day.
I don't get a teletype by the 9th, then I'll call Virginia Sheriff's Office that morning.
Okay, August.
Yeah.
Got it. Understood, Judge. I think
Okay.
we're all on board. Thank you.
Good luck, Mr. Robinson.
All
Thank you,
right.
Judge.
Okay.
So much.
Subscribe now and comment below. Was the judge's decision fair?